Heyo, welcome into the CHGO White Sox Pregame Show presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO and you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Welcome into Studio A of the CHGO studios here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm the host of the CHGO White Sox Pregame, Postgame, and Podcast, Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Along next to me is Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
You can follow him on Twitter at Ecknerwall23. And later in the postgame show, we'll be revisited and reintroduced, and we will see our long-lost pal, Vinny Duber.
Yes.
Very excited to see
Yes.
Vinny. Vinny's back at the park today. He is. He's enjoying his time. He is. And we'll get to talk to him after the game. So we're excited to talk to the Holy Trinity today. You know, me, you, Vinny. That's sacrilege. It's the only thing that I could think of, though, with Trinity.
I thought that was Rush.
Three Musketeers,
I think
maybe?
it's the Holy Triumvirate of the Rush.
Rush is pretty sick.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
I think we're not as sick as Rush, but I think that we're as cool as the Three Musketeers. So I think we could probably be like the Three Musketeers.
I've never seen that movie, and the candy bar's trash.
I like the candy bar. I like the fluffiness of it.
It's like Milky Way. They're both trash.
I don't like caramel. So like Milky Way with caramel and then Twix with caramel. I'm not a huge caramel
Here's a
guy.
hot take. I said this the other day to somebody. Chocolate by itself, trash. Peanut butter by itself, trash. Together, the best thing of all time.
I agree that peanut butter by itself is pretty disgusting.
Yes.
Just eating a scoop of peanut butter is brutal to do. But like, I don't know, a chocolate bar is fine. Like a plain Hershey's chocolate bar is going to ruin my day.
No, it's terrible.
What do you think of Crunch?
It's got other stuff in it.
All right, cool.
It's got Rice Krispies in it or whatever it is.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Anyways, we're not here to talk candy bars. We're here to talk about the White Sox
Just as
on
good.
an 8-game losing streak.
Candy bars can win as many games as the White Sox won in the last 8 games.
Yes. Alex says, I have no meetings this afternoon to distract me if this game goes south, so let's get this win today. Dylan Cease is going to try to stop that. Alex said, I just think they aren't as good as we thought. I don't know about that. Also, we have Alec and Alex, so that might be
I like to say Alexander so I can say Alec's name right, but he presents himself as Alexander.
Alec. And here comes KPW.
Hey,
guys.
You think I'm joking, KPW? I'm playing those goddamn numbers that you gave me last night. If I win, you're getting half of it.
Do you have the numbers still?
Yeah, they're in my phone. I literally sent a text to myself.
There you go.
That man predicted a bum was going to pitch 6 shutout innings, and goddamn Canadian genius did it.
6 shutout innings from Daniel Lynch, and KPW's calling it
the best.
to the dot. Bryce saying going to be another wasted quality start. It's sad that a good day for our offense is 3 runs. Hey, let's talk about that because Dylan Cease will be on the mound today, and I talked about this a little bit earlier. I tweeted this earlier. Dylan Cease has had to start after the Sox blowing opening day with the pressure of protecting the bullpen because Michael Kopech's making his first start of the season behind him. Mm-hmm. The second loss versus the reigning AL East champions. After a 3-game losing streak and after an 8-game losing streak. And in those 3 games that he's pitched, 283 FIP, 16 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, 19 Ks, and only 11 runs of support. Bryce saying, a good day for our office is 3 runs. Well, they're scoring 3.8 something when Dylan Cease is on the mound. So, he gets a little bit more than a good day typically.
That pitching plays. And if he gets the run support that he usually gets, I think we're going to get a W today. I'm not worried when Dylan and when Lucas go to the bump. And we saw some news today earlier that Lucas is getting moved up to Friday's start versus the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. So when Dylan and Lucas take the bump, no worries for me. I just worry about this offense and how anemic they've been. And now a guy in Zack Greinke who's a veteran, it's going to be real tough to, with this offense performing as such, to get some hits off the guy. I predict he's going to get 5 strikeouts, even though he really doesn't strike out guys anymore.
Oh, Greinke? Yeah, I mean, Greinke has been struggling to find those Ks, and I saw Josh Nelson was trying to predict the starting line or the line for Greinke today, and I saw people being, 1 K, 1 walk. I mean, I really do think that the Sox are going to still be aggressive today. I really don't think that their approach is going to change. Greinke doesn't have this great slider. You really just have to play off the fastball changeup. And, this is a guy that throws 89 up there, and he's going to try to do exactly what these pitchers have been doing to the Sox, is make sure that the ball is staying away from their barrels and making sure that that power is negated. And that aggression is negated by them hitting into flyouts or them hitting, lazy grounders to second and to the shortstop. So, I mean, they got to change their approach today, and I mean, you just can't take the bait. So,
I mean, he's going to throw slow and slower. So, sit back. Your approach should be right center field if you're a right-handed hitter. Just let the ball travel deep. let it get in there, and you have enough hand speed to get to the balls, especially Tim Anderson, to hit the ball over to right field, hit the ball over the right field fence. You have the opportunity to do that. Look at my man, Sean Anderson, getting ready.
Yeah, we're going to get ready because the thing says drinking warm Malort, and we're already, I think, 5 minutes into the show, so I gotta do this. Someone said yesterday, I tweeted out, and we could show this now. What would you rather do than watching the White Sox game yesterday? Fill in the blank. And we got Bing Bong Better saying drink warm Malort. And I thought that meant like heat it up in the microwave. Herb is just fine with me doing it room temperature.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've never had Malort, so cheers everybody. Because the White Sox have lost 8 straight, we're doing this. And Joe Coolman24 says, if Tony said the Sox lose 20 straight, he will resign. Would you root for that? Hell fucking no. Cheers.
It's disgusting, guys. I told him not to do it. He did it. He's making that face. You see, he's got the Malort face.
I don't know what you're talking about, Herb.
Ugh.
Oh, that was good. That was really good.
Ugh.
That was a great time.
I told him I'm not going to drink it unless the Sox win tonight, so I ain't doing that. So I'll probably won't do it for 3 to 4 weeks. Golly. So how you feeling, man?
Oh, like $100, man. I'm feeling great.
Are those tears behind that smile?
No tears. Just a wall of pain in my mouth. It tastes like food. Is that normal?
It tastes like garbage, you mean?
Yeah,
Like
I wouldn't eat
earwax?
that.
Like food that was distributed through the body, expelled, and then thrown in the garbage, and then you eat the food? Yes, that's what it tastes like.
And yeah, like it's not gasoline. I mean, I've never had gasoline. Like I do like the smell of gasoline, but like it's not gasoline is too, I think, harsh. Like this is just so earwaxy. Like my mouth feels wax filled and just like acrid. It feels very acidy. Horrible. Was hoping for Luis to come back today. Yeah, the update is that he's still feeling pain, and I don't know why they didn't put him on the 10-day IL. That would have made a lot of sense, but he is not played. He hasn't played now for 4 straight. This is going to be his 5th straight game not playing. So.
I mean, theoretically, they can retroactively put him on the IL and then get him back like 4 days from now. So I would do that if they're worried about him re-injuring himself. Make sure the guy is 100% when he does come back. He can hit the ground running and not have any setbacks. So an IL sit, I hope, either tomorrow or Friday for Luis Robert if they're really concerned about him re-injuring himself, because there's no reason to rush him back. He won't make the difference of this offense. He's great, but he won't make the difference.
Rusted Cole saying, how do you know what earwax tastes like, Sean? I got to reconsider my subscription now. I've been alive for 24 years. You've never just had earwax? Like, you never tasted earwax on accident here?
No.
Why
would you do that?
What?
No.
No, we're not the weird ones here, Sean.
I'm not saying it's like.
You're the odd one.
I'm not saying that I have, like, gone out and, like, I'm not saying I'm doing this here, but I'm just saying, like, you guys.
Just by accident, you had a Q-tip in your ear and it went to your mouth.
I don't know. I regret saying it. Let's go to the Sox starting lineup. I'm glad these are the ones that are not
I think I would rather have earwax than look at this Sox starting lineup.
I'm honestly embarrassed that I even said that.
That's fine.
I'm going to be honest with you. Brent's saying,
What does earwax taste like?
Does Malort only exist for the memes? Does anyone drink it in earnest? Apparently, on the back of the bottle, it says, Jepson's Malort has the aroma and full body flavor at unusual botanical. Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers. So you're supposed to do the Chicago handshake, which is a beer and a shot of Malort. So maybe
Old style, specifically.
Is it old style?
Because it's fully croissant.
It's croissant?
Yeah, that's what they say. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
It's dumb stuff.
All right, let's go to the Sox starting lineup. Leading off for the Sox is going to be Tim Anderson playing shortstop. Second, Andrew Vaughn playing left field. Gavin Sheets playing right field, batting third. Jose Abreu playing first base and batting fourth. Batting fifth, Yasmani Grandal. He will be DHing for the Sox. Sixth, Jake Berger playing third base. Seventh, Reese McGuire catching. Eighth, Adam Engel playing center field. And Danny Mendick will be playing second base, batting ninth. Jimbo saying Croizon equals piston. So very eloquent from our guy Jimbo. Thank you, Jimbo, for that one right there. Malort is for tourists. No real Chicagoans drink it. Yeah, I've never seen anybody drink it. I've never drank it. That was my first time
Very
having
untrue. Very untrue. A lot of Chicagoans drink it. But yes, I understand what you're saying, Fred. But that is kind of like the deep dish pizza thing. It's our thing. We want to see other people eat or drink things that we like or hate to see their reactions to it, like deep dish pizza or Malort. So, yes. I don't drink it because it's disgusting.
Deep dish pizza is like good. Like,
yeah, but people
let's
always
see their
say
reaction to deep dish pizza. Let's see their reaction to garbage water.
People always say like deep dish pizza's for tourists. Nobody from Chicago eats it. We eat tavern size. Like, stop fronting. We know deep dish pizza's the shit. It's delicious. Yeah, we don't eat it all the time, but come on, stop fronting. That's what Chicagoans say to placate out of towners, like New Yorkers. Well, we don't drink that. That's disgusting. Oh, we don't eat that. That's disgusting. There's nothing more Chicago than saying you hate deep dish pizza.
There's also nothing more Chicagoan than saying, like, painting something completely black and white. Like, no Chicagoan does that. Like, let's cool down here. I saw someone saying, like, oh, you've never had Malort. You've never gone to Chicago, or you've never been to Chicago. It's like, I don't drink. The only thing I drink, apparently, is expired beer and Malort. And I regret all of it.
And earwax.
And earwax, apparently. So,
that
go to the Royals lineup.
That lineup, I would like, as always, Yasmani Grandal third in front of Jose Abreu. Not like they put Gavin Sheets
I don't
ahead of him.
Gavin being there.
It doesn't make sense to me.
You go righty, lefty, righty, switch.
Just put Yasmani Grandal as the third hitter in front of Jose. His regular profile is he gets on base, so let's do it.
I thought it would make sense to go, even Tim, Yasmani, Gavin, Jose, Andrew. I think that would be a better 1 through 5 right now for today, but I don't really care too much about the lineup. You just got to hit. If someone gets a hit in the 5 spot, if someone gets a hit in the 3 spot, I don't really.
Right now, I'm looking like we have
it
in our previous screen the Royals lineup. I'm looking at that lineup. It's like that's a better hitting lineup right now.
So we got Nicky Lopez leading off the pride of North Central.
Nope, Naperville Central.
Naperville Central. Nicky Lopez playing shortstop, leading off for the Royals. Batting second, Whit Merrifield playing second base. Third, Andrew Benintendi playing left field. Fourth, Sal Perez doing the catching duties for the Royals. Fifth, Carlos Santana, not that Carlos Santana, the DHing for the Royals. He'll be batting fifth. 6, Hunter Dozier playing first base. 7, Bobby Witt Jr. playing third base. 8, Edward Olivares playing right field. And 9, Michael A. Taylor. Or
great.
C- Taylor.
Yes.
In center field.
Fred, perfect. This is a sports podcast. Here we make sweeping generalizations with zero facts. LOL. That's my whole thing. Stop telling the people my whole thing, Fred.
And you do it well, Herb. So that's the point. Deep dish deep dish as in sauce on top. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Having been in Portland since 2014, what are we talking about here?
The cheese is beneath the sauce.
Yeah. Why are we explaining deep dish in the chat?
I think he's trying to reference a popular TikTok thing.
Oh, okay. Well, looking at that Royals lineup, the biggest thing is you just can't walk the 7, 8, and 9 hitter 6 times like they did last time. The White Sox key today is, Dylan Cease just shoving and then the White Sox producing hits. We've talked about the approach here. What's the key for the Sox approach-wise today, Herb?
For their hitting, like I said earlier, it's just allowing Zack Greinke to pitch his pitches. Like, he's going to try to get you to chase out of the zone or hit his pitches into play. You need to understand what he's trying to do to you and hit where the ball is thrown. Let the ball get deep, serve it to right field. If you're a left-handed hitter, serve it the opposite way. He's not going to blow you away with miles per hour. He's just going to be pinpoint, and he's going to be guile. So probably pitch 5 innings. And if the Sox don't execute the plan that they have, I hope Frank Menachino has a plan, they're going to have the same problems they've had before. Like hitting the ball on the first pitch, which the Sox do more than any other team, not ideal today. Not ideal at all.
And first pitch swinging percentage, I think, is what it is. They lead the league by like a whole 3%. So, the White Sox just are way too aggressive, and you want TA to take a pitch. I know that. I don't know if he will, but I don't think he's had the greatest success against Greinke in his career. 6 at-bats, 0 hits, and 3 Ks. So he might be looking to swing first pitch because he doesn't want to get into a count battle here with Greinke. That's the thing with Greinke. He's going to mix up his pitches. He can control 5 of them. They don't have the speed and the break in the bend like they usually do, but he still has the control. So he will just, if anything, try to force soft contact here, and he's not going to put unnecessary base runners on base like we saw yesterday with the Sox. So I understand your thought process with TA needing to take a pitch, but with some of these guys, I I would think that aggression might play in their favor, because if you're going to get an 89 mile per hour fastball and you know it's on the outside edge of the plate, we've seen Tim take that and dump that into right field. Before.
That's getting the ball deep. Yeah, if you let it get deep, instead of doing what he wants you to do is be ultra aggressive, hit that off the end of the bat, and then goes right to the shortstop or third baseman for easy ground out, it's gonna be tough. Look at my guy, Jimbo is living his bet life.
Look at that. And here's the thing. Jose Abreu never has hit a home run off of Zack Greinke before. So if you want to live your bet life, the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. But that's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we will help you out. PointsBet is your home for live in-play betting, and it just got even better. Introduces PointsBet's newest feature, the live NBA same-game parlay. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live NBA same-game parlay only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the game, and if you want more, you can also boost your live same-game parlays. Online sign-up is available in Illinois. You can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Bet on Jose Abreu to hit a home run off Zack Greinke and live your bet life like Jimbo with PointsBet. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
I think Alec used to have to go to Illinois. You have to drive. I don't know if you live in St. Louis or Kansas City. Just drive over here. You can live your bet life over in a real state.
My guy Al is over in KC, and he's
that's a good
Chicago
city.
proud guy. So he's out there for work, doing his businessman things, and hopefully the White Sox can give him a win, because he can't bet and live his bet life in Missouri. But hopefully
Iowa.
the Sox can break the the schneid.
Just drive up to Iowa. It's like what 3 or 4 hours.
Why would you go to Iowa? Just come back to Chicago.
I think Kansas City is a little farther than Iowa. To drive to Chicago from Kansas City is a little farther. So just up north a little bit, like 2-3 hours.
Stephen Ness asking, imagine how many silent commentated innings we'd have this week if Hawk was still announced.
I love this comment.
I honestly think that, I was pretty shocked to even get 50-plus minutes out of our postgame yesterday. I was pretty baffled by what we saw and what we've seen over the past 8 games. And a lot of that easily could turn into anger. And I just am really frustrated with the way that this game has been going and this season's been going. And I think that the guys probably feel the same way. They just need a good game today. And this honestly might be one of the worst and toughest matchups they've had in this 8-game losing streak. Because yes, Bieber is hard, but you've seen him more consistently. You haven't seen Greinke enough to know how he's going to work you, especially this entire lineup. And Greinke is a master. This is a guy that, yes, he doesn't have 93 and he doesn't have this fantastic breaking ball like he used to, but it is still good enough, and he knows where to put it. And I really do think that, this is such a difficult matchup because he is so wily. He is so experienced that I just think that the Sox truly just need focus at the plate and draw as many hitters counts as they possibly can to put themselves in a position where they're putting the pressure on Greinke. Because if he's putting the pressure on them and he's getting 9-pitch innings, 7-pitch innings, whatever, the Sox are going to lose this game.
I think the first inning is very important, very vital for psyche, for confidence, for what you're saying. If Zack Greinke goes 1, 2, 3, Sox would be like, here we go. And you will probably hear whoever's at the game, which I don't expect a big crowd because they changed the game from a 6-10 to a 1-10 start. I understand why they did it. Sunshine feels a little bit better than brutal cold and rain on your face. But you'll hear those guys and girls start moaning and wondering, here we go again. And those guys will start pressing. That first inning, Tim set the tone. He has to set the tone. As he goes, the White Sox go. So Tim needs to have this on his shoulders. He asked for this. He wants to be the leadoff guy. So this is what you get. You are the guy that sets the tone today for this victory over the Royals. And Hawk, I'll tell you what.
Hawkaroo.
We lost 8 in a row back in the day. Me,
yes.
Jim Lowenborg, Rico Petrocelli. Yes. We went out to a strip joint. Tell you what, next day, 3 home runs by us. Mercy. Carmine's won over the Pale Host. Yes.
Mercy. All right, let's get into the starting pitching matchup because we got to cease the day here. This is a matchup.
I see what you guys did there on the headline, too.
Carpe diem, you know what I'm saying? You guys ever see that movie? We have, there was a comment up here. I'm sorry, Steven. It's a little bit above Brennan. It's from a comment. I'm sorry. Oh, can you do?
Oh, yeah, you got to do different.
I could have just read it. My bad. It's just above Brennan, above Jeremy. My bad. I'm so sorry. There's plenty of scouting on Greinke. I'll take this matchup. Yes, there is plenty of scouting on Greinke, but here's the thing. I mean, the Sox, I don't know if the scouting has been there. I mean, they're on an 8-game losing streak, and we just talked about a quote yesterday, and this is just a thumbs up Kevin here. Like, we talked about a quote yesterday from Frank Minikino talking about how they kept getting slidered to death and how, that they're putting too much aggressiveness out there, and it's just – Greinke's going to force you to be aggressive because he's going to be throwing strikes. So even though there is the scouting, this is just a bad matchup for them because he is consistently going to load up the strike zone. He is not going to walk anybody. He is going to try to miss your barrel at any single moment. He's going to put it in all different directions, up, down, slow, fast. I mean, it is just a horrible, horrible matchup, I think, just philosophy-wise for the Sox. 89 miles per hour on his fastball. The White Sox should be able to tag that, but, then when he comes in with a 74-mile-per-hour changeup, Tim Anderson might be looking silly today.
And he throws that ephus pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he throws it today.
The ultra-slow change, so watch out for that one. But let's seize the day, and Dylan Cease is on the mound. He has been the stopper for the Sox, and he has had a lot of pressure on him in every start. Greinke so far through this year, 16 innings pitched, a 2.25 ERA, 16 hits, 2 Ks, 3 walks, and a 174 ERA plus. Cease 16 innings, 3.338 ERA, 13 hits, 19 Ks, and 7 walks, and an ERA plus of 110. Greinke back in the Royals uniform. Does it freak you out?
Yeah, it actually feels right. That's where he started at. That's where he was dominant in his first couple of years. That's where he kind of learned that he has the social anxiety, why he's a little different than everybody else. And I cheer for Zack Greinke because of his bravery to come out when he did and saying, I'm, not comfortable in some settings. I have some mental health issues. And so when he went to Milwaukee and other stops, I have never really been, I don't like Royals usually. I cheer for Zack Greinke whenever he goes against any other team but the White Sox. So even when he was an Astro and I hated them, Zack Greinke is a guy that I'll root for because he's a brave guy. He's dealing with things that I might have had. Social anxiety is a big-time thing, and, in front of a microphone and talking to you guys, it's weird to say that, you have social anxiety, but it's very, very true. It's a hard thing to go through, and I'm very much a fan of his work. I like how he's just different and doesn't give a damn. Doesn't give a damn that he is different.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to be. Be different. Be you.
And the cool thing that I saw when he returned back to Kansas City in his opening press conference when he re-met the media was just talking about, not even stepping in to be a leader, but just to set an example for this Royals rotation. And he's done a great job of doing that this year. So, I mean, not only is he a guy that has, a lot of skin on the wall here, but he's also still doing the damn thing, and he's still setting an example for this rotation for Daniel Lynch to have the game like he did that KPW predicted. He's a big component of this Royals team. If this Royals team wins above 70 games, I think a lot of it will have to do with Zack Greinke. Maybe not even because of his pitching, but because of his leadership and the experience that he brings. Thumbs up, Kevin, saying Greinke is honestly one of my all-time faves, but I'll be rooting for him to get launched on today. There's been some moments since 2009 where the Sox have been able to launch them on Zack Greinke. I'm going to try to find his lifetime stats here for the against the Sox since 2009, but really, what you see from Greinke is you're going to see not a lot of walks and you're going to see a decent amount of hits, but it's really with the Dallas Keuchel thing. Can his defense back him up, and will those hits stay into the yard? I mean, will that hard contact be kept in by the park? And that's really what the Sox need to look for. They're either going to need to put it over the fence or they're going to need to put a lot of balls in play and hope that, Kansas City makes the errors that the Sox have been making.
They have a solid defense. I mean, the infield defense is really great. We have a Gold Glover and Benintendi in left field. I mean, they pick the ball up and throw it. They only make 2 errors this year. So Zack Greinke fits perfectly into this team's what the philosophy is and what the conditions are. Humidor, cold, dead ball, and the ball's not flying out of the ballpark. This should be a good game for Zack Greinke, but I hope the White Sox take advantage of his slow pitching and just dink and dunk him to death and execute when you have runners in scoring position.
Yes. Let's go into our betting segment here, Herb. Do you got any bets for us today? Any props that you like?
Well, I think the White Sox over-under is 4.5 runs. Under. I'm going under. Yeah. Go under.
Not having faith in the Sox.
No. I mean, I think they're going to score 4 runs, but that's the ceiling.
Okay.
The ceiling is the roof.
I think you mentioned earlier first inning props. I think it is a little bit tantalizing, or at least interesting, to go and play the over. Plus 120, over a half run in the first inning for the Sox and Royals. I don't know if they'll be able to get to Greinke. I could see him being very quick, 1, 2, 3, and I mean, I think Cease can probably strike out the side here, but do you think the Sox actually get to Greinke in the first inning? Would you put money on it?
No, I would not put money on it. I think the White Sox are not going to change their approach. I'm going to be ultra aggressive and do exactly what Zack Greinke wants them to do. And
with Cease, his over-under for strikeouts today is over 7.5. You going over and under for 7.5?
I'm going over.
You think he's going to shove today, huh?
I think he's going to shove. I think Dylan Cease is probably destined for probably like 8, 9, 10 strikeouts today. I'll put it at over.
He is. All right. And Shane's saying,
it always sucks, Shane.
Must suck being a Sox fan right now.
We're
doing
sucks.
Shots of Malort. Every time I talk, Shane, it feels like I am drinking Malort every time. Every breath, it just comes back up and goes back down, and it makes me nauseous doing this show right now. It has been so much fun.
Hey, the audience asked, man. Craig tuned in late. Need Sean to do another shot of Malort.
Go back, Craig. This is video on demand. You can go back to the beginning. We were 5 minutes in and I was doing the shot. All right, Herb, give your click to pick.
My click to pick. I was going to pick a guy that you ultimately picked, but you know what? F it. I'll pick Timmy. Tim M.F. Anderson. Oh, you are going to do it. Wow, look at a man of the people. Ugh, God, I am not doing that shit. I just think Tim needs to set the tone. He needs to set the tone. He gets the credit for being the straw that stirs the drink. You're going to get some of the blame when the offense looks bad. So this is on you, Timmy. I'm sorry if you feel pressure. This is what you signed up for.
Right.
You wanted to be the leadoff guy.
Well, and
this is yours.
Like, you wanted the documentary series. You want to be a White Sox for life. You want to be the guy. Go set the example. Jose Abreu might not be here next year. You might be the guy in the locker room. You saw guys like Brian Goodwin and Billy Hamilton just revolve around you last year because of the leader that you were. TA needs to step up and do the damn thing today. You're on an 8-game losing streak. Whoever steps up is going to be seen as the leader of this team because they broke the losing streak. I would go with Dylan Cease today. I think he's going to go over 7.5. I think the damn kid's going to shove because that's all he's been doing for this year so far, and he looks fantastic. And this Royals lineup is bad. There's no way that they should have walked 11 damn times yesterday and had six runs on the Sox. There was a poor performance yesterday. The Sox need to step up. Connor saying 5 players active since 2004. Zack Greinke, Oliver Perez, Yadier Molina, Albert Pujols, and Miguel Cabrera. And Oliver Perez just got DFA'd.
And he says that he was in the greatest baseball game ever, MVP baseball.
He was, and that is the greatest game that has ever been made. The soundtrack on that is the greatest soundtrack to ever be released. All right, pick to click here. Click to pick. I'm going Reese McGuire. I think that the stroke is going to be very important today, Herb. I think that Reese McGuire is really going to lace a couple balls, and that's the thing on an 8-game losing streak.
You almost got me.
That's the thing on an 8-game losing streak is
mid-drink.
You just need somebody to step up, and we did see that Yasmani Grandal was pinch hit last night because he felt something when he was running into second base on his double. So that is why Reese McGuire pinched hit. So I was wondering, why are they pulling him in that moment?
It was due to
injury, but he is back in the lineup today. So it wasn't massively hindering, but he's not going to be catching today, Grandal. McGuire back there, he has had success against Zack Greinke. I believe he does have 2 hits off of Greinke. So I will go with Reese McGuire. You never expect it, right? I think that's what my idea, my thought process here. You never expect Reese McGuire to have a good game or him to break up the 8-game losing streak.
You know why I like that pick?
That's baseball.
Because KPW likes that
Damn
pick.
right.
You go.
If KPW likes it, you guys should subscribe.
And Spags is going with Vaughn. Reese is going to get a piece of Greinke today. And, those are and JK saying the phrase click to pick breaks my brain every time. Jake, I still say it wrong, and I'm the one who is like, no, we need to do click to pick. It's funny because everyone knows pick to click, and I keep saying the other one and not the one that we created with in click to pick. Jake's going with burger today. Herb, you got a score prediction?
Yes, Score is a great radio station we both work for. Oh, you meant the score. 4-3, White Sox win.
So the over-under is 7. You can get plus money if you take the over, which is 7. So
Just
4
straight
plus
at
3
7? I can't.
is 7.
Can't win.
Yeah, but I think you would win.
No,
I
that's
think if
a
it's at
push. They
7.
would put it at 7.5. I'll go under. I'll just pump it up to 7.5.
Well, you could go look at the odds for yourself on PointsBet. This show is presented by PointsBet. Use code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Brennan's going with Sheets. He rocks his I rock Z. He rocks it well. That is a fantastic song. I think he's doing something in the parking lot. He's doing donuts in the parking lot. I'm sorry, Connor. I don't know the words to I rock Z off the top of my head. But click to pick is why we're losing. So cheers to that, Stephen Niss, and cheers to the 1978 Fleetwood Mac album Tusk.
I thought 79.
More. Oh, it's 79.
God
I will
damn
do
it.
a shot now of Malort. Go Sox, and hopefully they break the 8-game losing streak.
Ugh. Why?
Ugh.
Bye. Sean's dying.